Welcome to the Explainer. I am so thrilled you're joining us today because we're about to dive into what is literally the most famous equation in all of science. You know the one. You've almost certainly seen it on t-shirts, in movies, pretty much everywhere in pop culture. But today, we're going to actually figure out what it really means. We are going to break down the profound reality hiding behind just a few simple letters and numbers. Prepare to look at the physical world completely differently by the time we finish this up. Okay, let's dive into this by posing a seemingly simple yet incredibly provocative question. How exactly does a nuclear power plant generate this absolutely enormous amount of energy from a remarkably tiny amount of fuel? I mean, think about how a conventional coal plant works. It requires trainload after trainload of physical material, constantly burning, right? But a nuclear plant, it uses a fraction of that physical fuel to power entire cities. The secret to this incredibly dense power generation actually lies in the very fabric of reality itself. And that secret is defined by Einstein's mass-energy equivalence, E equals mc². Energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. But here's the thing, we really need to focus on that equal sign in the middle. It's not just a mathematical placeholder, it's telling us a profound truth about the universe. Mass and energy are fundamentally interchangeable. They are quite literally two sides of the exact same coin. And they're connected by a conversion factor that is absolutely massive, telling us that energy can become mass and mass can become energy. So, the crucial point is how we typically view mass. We are so used to thinking of mass simply as just stuff, the physical material you can actually touch, like the chair you're sitting on or the screen you're looking at right now. But according to this principle, mass isn't just stuff. It is actually a highly concentrated form of energy. Under the right physical conditions, that tangible physical mass can completely convert into usable energy or power. And conversely, energy can actually manifest as physical mass. They effectively just trade places. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer mathematics of this conversion. Let's take a look at the c in the equation, which stands for the speed of light. The speed of light is already an absolutely enormous number. But Einstein's equation doesn't just use the speed of light, it squares it. Squaring that already giant number makes the conversion factor incomprehensibly massive. What this means for our reality is that when you multiply even a microscopic, tiny amount of mass by this massive squared number, it yields a frankly mind-blowing amount of energy. And this single principle governs power generation everywhere, from our world all the way to the wider cosmos. Down here on Earth, it's the foundational basis for nuclear power plants and nuclear weapons. In those cases, a tiny amount of nuclear fuel undergoes fission or fusion, and a tiny fraction of its mass converts directly into enormous amounts of energy. But let's scale that up. In the cosmos, this exact same equivalence explains the energy output of our sun, which is constantly fusing hydrogen into helium. In fact, it explains the terrifyingly huge energy output of literally every single star in the night sky. To truly grasp the jaw-dropping scale of this mathematical relationship, I want you to imagine 90 trillion joules. 90,000 billion dollars. That is the exact amount of energy that would be released if you were to take just 1 single gram of mass and completely convert it into energy. Just 1 gram. The sheer scale of energy locked inside the physical material of our universe is almost beyond human comprehension. Well, at least until you see the math laid out exactly like this. And this brilliantly illustrates the ultimate David and Goliath contrast. On one hand, you have 1 single gram of mass. Picture something smaller than a standard paperclip resting right there in the palm of your hand. On the other hand, if that tiny paperclip-sized mass were converted 100% into energy, the output would be roughly equivalent to the devastating energy released by a moderate-sized atomic bomb. All of that immense, world-shaking power is quietly bundled up inside the physical mass of something you wouldn't even notice dropping on the floor. It's wild. So that officially wraps our 5th physics batch, finalizing our journey through Einstein's mass-energy equivalence. Next up, we will finish our physics unit by exploring Pascal's law and the classic behavior of gases, before transitioning right into chemistry. But before we go today, I want to leave you with this provocative thought. As you look away from this explainer, look at the physical objects resting on your desk. Based on what we just learned, how many unreleased trillions of joules of energy are resting quietly right in front of you at this very second? It really makes you see the world differently, doesn't it? I'll see you in the next explainer.